guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis. Once again, welcome back to another movie review. This time it is going to be on Saint Maud. Now, Saint Maud is the directorial debut for director Rose Glass, and it involves a nurse named Maud who has an obsession with trying to save a patient's soul. But sinister forces and her own sinful past threaten to put an end to her holy calling. I was really looking forward to checking this film out. I didn't get to see it in a theater. It wasn't playing anywhere near me, but I got to stream it on Epix while I was at my dad's house last weekend because I just couldn't wait anymore. I really wanted to check this movie out, like right now, because when it comes to modern horror, I think A24 is easily the best at it. Like, they're the company that I trust the most with horror nowadays. Rarely have they ever made a horror film that I didn't like. Sure, sometimes they can be kind of divisive. Some people just find them boring and not really living up to the hype. But I find them to be some of the best of modern horror. The Lighthouse, Hereditary, The Witch, Green Room, Midsommar are all horror films from them that I absolutely loved. And this movie is no different. This is another work of art from the company, and it's another fantastic starter for a director working with the company. And it's not a very long movie either. It's less than half an hour long, and it certainly doesn't need to be any longer, in my opinion. The way they handle the film as being both a mixture of psychological horror and body horror makes this a very unsettling, yet very deep film. The performances are spot on too, and what I certainly love the most about this movie is, like A24's other horror films, is it never relies on jump scares. It got really tense in some parts, and it didn't even need any jump scares, and they don't use them, and I'm happy for that. Also, the movie was a lot different than what I imagined it to be. Like, anything could have happened during the last act. Like, this movie is completely unpredictable. Like, anything just... I was just amazed at certain parts. Like, it gave me stuff that I certainly wasn't expecting. Like, I didn't entirely know what this movie was going to be about. Like, I knew it had to deal with someone named Maud, but so yeah. And when it came to the last act, it left me a little puzzled. Like, at first, it was hard for me to understand. Just like with Hereditary, first viewing is a little hard for me to understand, but on my way home, I kind of put the puzzle pieces together a little bit. It was a little puzzling, but the more I thought about it, the better it just got for me, and the more I understood. And when it came to this film, and just thinking about it, I was all like, oh, okay, I think I understand, because yeah, when it comes to their horror films, it's always the last act that becomes the most confusing part, but when it comes to putting those pieces together, like, you have no idea what the hell just happened. But on multiple viewings, I think it'll just get better. And that's the thing for me, is that these horror films that they make just get better for me over time. And certainly this film is no different at all. Saint Maud is a near-flawless horror film from A24. I have a feeling, like I mentioned before, after multiple viewings, it's just going to get better for me over time. I watched Hereditary like 3 times, and that got better with each viewing. I watched The Witch also 3 times. That movie just got better with multiple viewings, and I feel like I should have put it a whole lot more higher on my best horror films of 2016 list, because I only put it at number 9, but that's the horror film that I watched more than most of the other horror films I put on that list, so yeah, it definitely got better for me over time, and I feel like it's just going to get better. It's already an amazing film, and I feel like it's just going to get, it's destined to become a classic, just like Hereditary already is. It's creepy, it's well acted, it's well directed, and it's a lot different than what I imagined it to be. They still managed to have so much originality in them, and I cannot wait to see what they do next, and I can't wait to see what director Rose Glass does next. I'm going to give Saint Maud a 4.5 out of 5. So yeah, I didn't really talk about a whole lot with the film. It's not streaming, it's only streaming on Epix, and I can't really think of many people that use that streaming service, but I went in with an open mind, not expecting much. I've only seen parts from the trailer and nothing else, but hey, I'm glad I finally got to watch it. It would have been nice to see it on a theater, but if it does so happen to play at a theater near me all of a sudden, then I'll definitely go check it out. By the way, you like my new Tom and Jerry shirt? Yeah, I got this last weekend, which is why I didn't use it for my review of Tom and Jerry, but yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Ward out.